Hello and welcome. So today I want to talk about respect. What is respect? What is self-respect? What is respect for other people? And so on. And of course, this is just my opinion. So please take it as my opinion only. Now, before I get started, I just want to say the reason I haven't been releasing much content last few days is because I've been having internet issues. It's the same with the reason why I haven't been streaming as well. It's just endless lag, but I'm getting my own connection installed in a week from now. So hopefully in a week from now I can resume the live streams and everything will be fine from then on. Fingers crossed, because it's like in the sort of modern internet society, when you go with laggy internet or without electricity, we're almost lost on what to do. But anyway, so let's talk about respect. Now, the reason I bring respect up is because you guys know I respect you, right? It's clearly obvious. The way I treat you, I show you all the love and the support I can with everything I do. I make a lot of videos and guides out of love, out of respect. Because at the end of the day, I always treat every single person I meet as people, as a person. I don't look at people's titles, I don't look at whatever. And for me, it's been working out great that way ever since I don't want to say adopting to it, but it's just generally how I've been living my life the last few years, is that when I look at people as people, I find it much easier, much more relaxing to communicate with people. And also as well, I find it less scary, and I'll give you a very clear example. So in my first job, I was working in a college, okay? I was doing the MI there, Management Information System. So basically, I was handling student enrollments and timetabling and applications and stuff like that. And in the college, people, especially the staff and the students to some degree, in some cases, would look at the principal like he was God. And I never looked at him that way. I always looked at him as Tim, the man doing a job. And you might think, oh, but isn't that disrespectful rather than so on? I said, not really, no, because I treated him as he was, as a person, not as some title, Prince of God, that sort of thing. So people were scared of a title. But he was a very nice man. There wasn't any issue with him whatsoever, and people didn't see that because they looked at an idea of him rather than him, if you know what I mean. And when it comes to respect as well, I try. It's always a trying. It's always an effort for me. I'm trying to show as much respect for myself as I can. So, keeping my room generally tidy. Generally, could be better, but I'm not a perfectionist in that regard. I hoover my floor. I'm trying to tidy my flipping bed. You see, I washed my sheet. It's actually drying right now. And I bought myself a brand new Hoover, so my floor is spotless because the Hoover's so powerful that it literally is like lifting the carpet off the floorboards. So it's that powerful. So I got a good Hoover for quite cheap, and as well, I'm trying to respect my diet. I'm trying to eat healthier rather than constant. You guys know on my live streams, constant Ben and Jerry's ice cream and whatever else. I'm trying my best to cut down, and I'm going to the gym 2 or 3 times a week, and I'm trying to make sure that financially I'm sound as well. So I'm always paying my bills, I'm paying my rent on time always, I'm always paying off my debts on time, and in fact to a point where hopefully at the end of this month I'll be able to pay back the rest of the people who helped me move house. Now, and I'm doing that, guys, because I respect you. I never have not respected you, let's be honest. And how many times, just a question for you guys to think about, how many times have you heard of a YouTuber or live streamer who's needed financial help in a crisis, who eventually paid back every single penny that was given to them? Just think about it, okay? I'm curious. I personally never seen it. I'm not trying to show off or anything, but if anyone knows a clear example where that's happened in the past, then please let me know in the comments down below. And even when I was in crisis mode, you know, so kicked out of my house with 5 days notice, and you guys helped bail me out and so on, even then I didn't forget who you guys are. You know, it's like, you've supported me, you've helped me make a YouTube channel. You know, without your views, without your love and the support and constant positive feedback, I wouldn't be able to keep doing what I'm doing. And the thing is as well, now I interact with a lot of people in my life. I interact with obviously my co-workers, I interact with my family, I interact with lots of people online, I interact with a lot of other live streamers, a lot of other YouTubers and so on. And what I always try and do when I speak to the other, especially the other streamers, is I try and say about respecting each other. Because obviously YouTube is effectively like a free-for-all. It's like everyone is trying to be bigger than everyone else. Simple as that. We're all in competition. But we keep it friendly between us. So if we can share experience, we're always sharing different information about networks, about tools we can use in the streams, about available free games, about pop-up notifications that might be better for YouTube gaming or whatever, or dual streaming on YouTube gaming and Twitch and all the rest of it. And I love that. I love that we're able to come together in that way and keep it mostly civil between us. And of course, there is always the bad side to everything. So obviously when I moved house, you guys who were following the event were like, this saw how it blew up on Reddit. And the thing was, at the end of the day, with that, I am not going to reflect on it at all. Like, as soon as I've paid back all the rest of the money this month, that's the end of the topic. Simple as that. Simply, in that situation, I needed help. I wasn't scared to ask for the help. I got the help. And now I'm in a situation where I can pay people back. So thank God. So thank you guys yet again for helping me in a tight spot. Now, what I will say as well is respect is linked to so many other things. Respect can be linked to self-confidence. Respect can be linked to your happiness. It can be linked to so many things. So like respect for the law, respect for, you know, I would say, rather than, I would not say respect for the elderly. Hell no. You guys know me, know very well I do not believe in respect your elders. Hell no. What I believe in is respect in experience, if that makes sense. So experience can come from anywhere, it can come to anyone. Everyone has a different life they're living. Everyone has their own path that God has set in front of them. And, you know, no one is superior to anyone else. You just aren't. It's like, I'm sorry to disappoint you if you think you're superior to anyone. No one is superior to anyone. And from that experience, you can learn so much from everyone if you respect everyone. So whether someone is 5 or someone is 100, I will try and learn from their experience about what they've gone through as much as I can to improve myself. And whenever I say my opinion of things, that's always what I say, is that simply, this is my opinion on this topic. That's it. It's not the law. You take from it what you want and so on. If you have ways of saying that, oh, I could better improve my opinion by doing this, then great. You know, constructive feedback is a sign of respect. It's not to be taken badly. But when someone just says something like, you suck, man, you just suck, that's it, full stop, no proof, you just suck, you know, that's disrespect. That's just like someone who's just, I don't know what's wrong with them, in a bad mood, thinks they're funny and so on. And, you know, sorry to disappoint you as well, funny dudes. I'm the funniest guy alive. So you can't make me laugh with your disrespect. I'm sorry. But if you have some really constructive feedback about how I can improve as a person, then I welcome it, definitely. Like, for example, with the whole me moving situation, I did respect so many of the people who said to me, effectively, the short version was, dude, you should have done better. You know, I should have been financially prepared for that situation of moving out. And I heard you loud and clear, and that's a lesson I've learned very loudly. For the rest of the people who showed me a huge amount of disrespect, not thinking about you, you know what I mean? You're insignificant, and you've proven to the world how insignificant you are. And generally, I respect as well that life is short. I respect that. I'm thinking about that more and more these days, is that life is very short, so why worry about things too much? It's like, you know, you see so many people from Make-A-Wish Foundation or with Serious Illness or whatever, and they all say things like, don't sweat the small stuff. You know, it's like, it really doesn't matter. Don't over-dramatize anything, don't whatever, just focus on the main things, which are, as I say, happiness. That's it. You don't need to be rich, you don't need the biggest house, you don't need material possessions, you don't need this stuff to be happy. You can be the poorest man alive and still be the happiest person in the world if you are focused on happiness. Now, the thing is, of course, money, it's sad in a way that we are in a money-driven society, but that's just how it is. We have to just deal with that. And I also find it very sad when people connect respect to money. So, for example, I've heard it countless times. You probably heard it as well in your life. You hear people talking about it all the time. Like I was, for example, I was in Subway today, and I heard two guys standing behind me. They were talking about how they had ex-girlfriends or whatever, and the girl saw some dude with a Lamborghini, and the guy with the Lamborghini barely even said hello, and he managed to get their phone numbers without even trying, you know. And, you know, I find that it's kind of sad in a way. It's like, you don't know this person, you don't know if they respect you, they don't know if anything. They just flashed a material possession, like a Lamborghini or whatever, and you've basically filled in the gaps for him. You've basically painted a picture of how amazing that person might be, even though he might be the biggest arsehole in the world for all you know. So, the reason I talk about this stuff is because respect is not something I will give out automatically. Hell no. That's why I don't believe in respect your elders. That's why I don't believe in anything similar, any equivalent to that. Because I am not going to respect someone just because they're older. I'm not going to respect someone just because of a circumstance. I'm not going to respect someone just because of whatever, you know. It's like, I will respect people who respect other people, and especially who respect themselves. So, and when I say respect yourself, it doesn't mean look how rich they are, they must respect themselves. No, respect yourself is being humble, is being friendly to other people, making other people smile, making other people happy, making, you know, the world a better place, basically. That's what I respect. So there's random people in my life, you know, there's one or two co-workers. Every day they smile. There's a guy who's a cashier in the shop next to my house. Every day he's smiling. That fills me with joy. That fills me... I have so much respect for him. I wish I could do that myself. And you guys know very well, those who come to my live streams on a regular basis, I do just try and make you laugh. I try and enjoy myself as much as I can. But I can only enjoy myself when you guys are enjoying yourselves as well. And you see, now the thing is for me, I feel the need to share this information because, one, it gets out of my brain, which is wonderful. I could maybe myself watch this video back in the future. And two, as I said, because life is so short, I will die, you know, my body will turn to dust and so on. I won't exist anymore, but my video will live on. You know, my words will live on. So if I can leave anything for the world to make the world a better place, you know, like I said, out of respect, then I will leave this video behind for future people to see. you know, who knows? If you're watching this video 200 years from now, hello, what's up? I hope the aliens are treating you well. And I hope you're showing them respect. I'm sure that every living thing deserves it to a degree. Of course, I haven't seen the aliens, so I don't know. And yeah, and I just want, more than anything, for people... It's why I've made so many videos about this topic, about respect, about self-confidence, and so on. It's because it's, in my opinion, the most important thing. And that's why I've said even my purpose in life is to make people happy. You know, and I will do it any which way I can. You guys know that. You guys can see that. You know, I'm doing it every day I can. Now, I could do more. You know, I'm not perfect. You know, I'm not Nelson Mandela. I'm not, you know, I'm not a significant person in the world. But at least for the people who are immediately surrounding, I provide a beacon of hope. You know, I provide a person that anyone can come to talk to about whatever issues. And what brings me great joy personally is when people post such positive comments on my videos, send me long emails. People have been sending me very long emails to my Gmail about how they love my content, they love my videos, or my video helped them with a real life situation, or I'm glad that I spoke about a certain topic because now they're talking about certain topics and helping their own lives and so on. And yeah, I mean, I could ramble on about this, guys, all day, but I just wanted to share this. I feel if I can leave nothing else behind, this is what I want to leave behind for the future, is simply to yourself the best respect you can do and be as happy as you can for the time we have on this planet. And I've even been thinking about it more and more these days about, is there life after death? You know, and it's, of course, it's the immortal question, you know, literally. It's the, like, is there life after death? And as far as I'm concerned, yes, there is. And that's proved by, for example, my granddad, God rest him, he died 10 years ago, let's say. He died a long time ago. And when he died, the world didn't stop spinning. Everyone is still here. So, you know, of course people will say, yeah, but will he have a life after he dies? It's like, well, before he died, God rest him, he saw heaven. That was the thing my grandmother said. He saw heaven and he died. So, and like I said, the world has not stopped spinning. So in terms of, is there life after death? We will see on Judgment Day. Simply, as far as I'm concerned, people who've already died, they are waiting. They're just waiting for Judgment Day like everyone else will be one day. And I want you guys to really think about that, religious or not, is that with the short life you have, try and show yourself the respect of accomplishing things you want to accomplish, but not getting in your own way, not being your own worst enemy, not pulling yourself down, not blocking your own ambition, and just go for it, guys. I'm not going to do the whole Shia LaBeouf thing of just do it, you know, but I can understand where the motivation for that is coming from, because we are very similar age, is that, guys, just do it. You heard Nike, you've heard Shia LaBeouf. Just get on with it. Show yourself the respect of living your life for you. You know, do not let other people get you down. People will get you down, that's just how it is. But don't let it bother you. Like, overshine people with your accomplishments and inspire other people to do the best they can. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Remember to like, favorite, and subscribe, or dislike and subscribe. I don't care. It's like, because I respect that. I feel I've done the best I can with this video, and as soon as I can start live streaming again, I will be. In fact, I've got the next game for the live stream. I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft Legion, but I will be going back to 14 in 3.4, and I've got Last of Us Remastered, PlayStation 4. You guys have asked me so much to play this game. I've never played this game, so it's here, guys. It's waiting for you. And again, I got it out of the fact I respect your guys' opinion in terms of what game I should be playing, what games I should check out. And yeah, so I will see you in the next video. If you guys have any requests for content, please let me know. Anyway, as always, goodbye from me. And goodbye from Mithrie. Bye, guys.